Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into ASC 310, the section of the Accounting Standards Codification that deals with receivables. Receivables are an important part of a company's balance sheet. They represent money owed to the business. But how do you account for them accurately? That's where ASC 310 comes in. Let's break it down in simple terms and work through an example. ASC 310 focuses on the recognition, measurement, and disclosure of receivables. Simply put, it helps us figure out how to account for money owed to a business. This includes 1. Trade receivables, like invoices sent to customers for goods or services. 2. Loan receivables, such as money lent by financial institutions. ASC 310 also covers special cases like impaired loans and how to estimate bad debts. Don't worry, we'll get to that in a bit. First, let's talk about recognizing receivables. Receivables are recorded when a company delivers goods or services and has the right to receive payment. For example, let's say you run a small business and sell $1,000 worth of products on credit. You would record this as an accounts receivable because you're owed $1,000, even though the cash hasn't come in yet. Next, ASC 310 tells us how to measure receivables. There are two key concepts here. 1. Initial measurement. When receivables are recorded, they're measured at their transaction price. For example, if you invoice a customer for $5,000, that's the amount you record. 2. Subsequent measurement. Over time, you adjust receivables for things like bad debt or impairment. Let's make this practical. Imagine you have $10,000 in accounts receivable, but you know from experience that some customers might not pay. Based on past data, you estimate 5% of your receivables won't be collected. Here's the journal entry you'd make. Debit. Bad debt expense, $500. Credit. Allowance for doubtful accounts, $500. This creates a reserve for bad debt, which ensures your financial statements are realistic and not overly optimistic. Now let's talk about a special case covered by ASC 310, impaired loans. These are loans where it's unlikely the lender will collect the full amount. For example, if a bank loans $100,000 to a customer who later struggles financially, the bank might determine it will only collect $70,000. In this case, the loan is considered impaired, and ASC 310 requires the bank to write down the value of the loan to reflect this. Here's how it works. The bank would recognize a $30,000 impairment loss. The journal entry would be: Debit. Provision for loan losses, $30,000. Credit. Allowance for loan losses, $30,000. This adjustment ensures the financial statements reflect the true value of the receivable. Transparency is key. ASC 310 requires companies to disclose nature and types of receivables, e.g., trade versus loan receivables, how they estimate bad debts or impairment, any significant changes in their allowance for doubtful accounts. These disclosures help investors and stakeholders understand the risks associated with receivables. Let's tie it all together with a real-life example. Imagine a company has $500,000 in receivables at year-end, with a $20,000 allowance for doubtful accounts. In the notes to the financial statements, the company would disclose the breakdown of receivables, e.g., trade, loans, how it calculated the $20,000 allowance, any significant changes in the receivables compared to the prior year. This level of detail provides clarity and builds trust with stakeholders. To summarize, 1. ASC 310 helps us account for receivables accurately. 2. Recognize receivables when you deliver goods or services and have the right to payment. 3. Adjust for bad debts and impairments to reflect the true value of receivables. 4. Disclose key details in the financial statements to ensure transparency. By following these rules, you can provide a clear picture of your company's financial health, and that's ASC 310 in a nutshell. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more accounting tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.